Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my music. Gotta love Zeppelin. So tonight, we're doing another one of the Italian one-pot dishes. This one's linguine with pesto genovese. The one we had, and these are imported from Italy. We got them at a fancy deli called DiPaolo & Sons. That's on the playlist if you want to see it. Delicious deli. And the first one was black spaghetti, and I made the mistake of asking my vegan son what makes it black, and he told me it's squid ink. And it just kind of grossed me out. It didn't have a lot of flavor. I didn't like it even before I knew that. So anyway, with that in mind, to make sure there's plenty of flavor, I'm going to do mushroom, onion, and garlic as well. I'll just kind of saute that on the side in olive oil and then add it to the pasta when it's done. We're also going to do oranges on the side, and I'll talk more about that in a second. And then I'm going to do cauliflower steaks with this cauliflower, and I will drizzle them with organic extra virgin olive oil. And tonight I'm just going to do this adobo seasoning. So a couple things. Check out this funky orange. It's so trippy. It reminds me of like a globe, like all the little continents or something. I don't know what it looks like on the inside. And also wanted to show you guys, bam, I got a new tattoo. It's not fake, it's real. We went to a celebration of life with a very dear friend, and there was a tattoo artist there with some selections if you wanted to do one in her memory, and I did. And this has a lot of other memories too. Bobby got one matching, which matches his son. My sister has a whole butterfly back piece of a bunch of butterflies, and my mother loved butterflies too. So, perfect little tattoo to remember my girl and all those other people that I love. All right, let me get started on this dinner. Get the lead out, I love it. I can't wait till we install the new sink we bought. It's gonna be kind of a big job for us and the first time we've done it. So for now, I'm grateful for the old icky sink. You wanna make sure you really clean all of your produce well. There was a lot of foodborne illness in our state in particular lately. And I usually put it in a sifter, spray the filtered water on it, move it through with 2 hands, and then keep rinsing it until there's nothing left. Mushrooms usually have a lot of dirt on them. And then I'll also clean this cauliflower next. This is drizzled with the olive oil, and then tonight I chose the adobo seasoning. But since cauliflower is so versatile, you can use this seasoning in the flavor palette of what you're making, and this will match the Italian pretty well. All right, I also had to measure 3 1/4 cup water, and we have filtration on the tap here. We have a reverse osmosis under the counter, which is very economical, guys. It saves you so much money and keeps plastic out of the landfill. And then it says you need to add a splash of olive oil. And this will end up being part of the one-pot meal. These I'm gonna cook at 375 for 20 minutes. Right now it's preheating. In the meantime, I'm gonna get the onions chopped up. This is a Cutco knife I prefer to use for my onions, and I just score them this way first. And by the way, I love me some white snake. Memories. Uh-oh. I'll deal with those after, the little stragglers. And I'm just gonna cut it like this time. I'm gonna get rid of this weird green part. It might be fine to eat, but I got sick from green potato. Just a tinge of green was in it, and both Bobby and I got so effing sick. It was crazy. So yeah, I'm wary of green where green shouldn't be. And then after I cut them, I just give them a little extra chopping. In this case, I'm fine with them being chunky. We typically like our veggies a little bit chunky. All right, so that'll go into, with the garlic and the mushrooms, it'll go with the pasta eventually. Lots of steps here tonight, but it's gonna be good. Let's get this water boiling. And one thing I like about it is this can easily peel off. It's like made to come off of the main plastic stuff, and then the directions are there. Let's get that water boiling. I've already put the olive oil in here. It's already heated, so let's go ahead and add the onion. Let's Get this sauteed here. Onions coated, put the lid on, wait till they're a little translucent, then I will add the garlic, and then I will add the mushroom. And loving the music in the meantime. Yeah. Can you hear it? Starting to get fragrant in here. It's harder to hear me because I got things sizzling and things starting to boil. Sorry you can't hear the music. I am digging the music. Okay, the garlic's in, as you can see. Let's get that stirred in. And we're gonna go and get the mushrooms done. Those onions are pretty translucent. Let's get the mushrooms in here. See if I can one-hand it. Get most of them. Grab the scragglers from over here. Smells good. Get some of the cauliflower, the onion, the garlic. Get them mushrooms mixed in. We'll be able to smell those too. Get them all mixed in and all right. Gosh, I say all right so much, I've noticed. Let's get the lid back on this, and it looks like the water is boiling here. So let's get that mix in. Okay, that's all in and stirred. This needs to cook for 12 minutes now. It smells pesto-y, but it's still... And then I'll show you at the end, we always, of course, we're gonna put the nutritional yeast on this and a little bit of black pepper too. Let me get the lid on this and let this just cook. That's all cooking. I've cleaned this up. Let's do the orange. Let's see if this one looks weird or not inside. I was gonna do a separate episode of this, but... Oh, let me make sure I wash this one. Yeah, it's pretty stained up. I know I washed this one, I remember. Huh. Yes. What I usually do is, we're trying to eat more fresh fruit. I don't like this pulp part. I usually just take that out. And then what I do is I'll do 2 and 2 because we have different varieties of oranges. That one looked fine inside. Just the outside was weird. Let's see. Oh, that one has too much pulpy thing in there. Ugh. Even oranges in the same bunch, sometimes they'll have different flavors. That's why we split them. We had some like pink colored oranges for a while too. We got mandarins this time. Have some of those too. Alright, let me get these served up. Added the mushrooms, the onions, and the garlic. Let's get that all mixed in and get this served up. I know the cauliflower is done too. At the end, I turn the broiler on just to get the top browned a little bit too. Oops, sorry about the steam. This looks so good. I wish the lighting was better over here. Sorry. This looks fantastic. Looks better than the last one. There's plenty for dinner and lunch. I'm using the spaghetti scooper with the grabbies. Just makes it easier to serve this kind of pasta. That's his. I usually give him a little bit more. I'm not that hungry. Let's make sure he gets some mushrooms and stuff on there. All right, serving for myself. All right, let's move on to those cauliflower steaks. Wrapped. Such memories, like vivid, like where exactly certain locations I was at. Here's a nice little cauliflower steak there. Cauliflower steaks, couple strays. We both love cauliflower. And I'm gonna leave a little bit on here that he can throw in with his lunch tomorrow. A little bit left there. Lots of pasta left. We like vegan mayo on our cauliflower. So let me do that for both of us. I like more mayo than he does. It's one of my weaknesses. Part of why I changed to vegan mayo. Black pepper for his. On everything, actually. I'm going to do a very small amount on mine. And then nutritional yeast for both of us. We pretty much put this on everything. And of course I got the side of oranges over here too. Voila, that's dinner tonight. And lunch tomorrow.
If I can't keep my head held high enough, I'll just speak love and watch the smiles come.
Thanks for watching.
Bring my spirits up.
Don't forget to stop and smell the flowers.
There's some shit I like to fix, but I still